Story time about how my mom made me shave my hair off. So a little background information, I was 13 years old and in 7th grade, and I had just moved to a new school this year because my grandma was really sick and my family and I needed to take care of her. And for like the first 2 months, I had a big problem making friends. Until I met my best friends, Ashley and Nicole. Ashley was super sweet and Nicole was kind of a and I was in between, so we kind of all balanced each other out. But fast forward to later on in the year, we met this one girl named Kelly. And I'm not gonna lie, she was super nice but really annoying. She would always try to talk to us, always try to hang out with us. She was literally stuck up our 24/7. And the one day Ashley convinced Nicole and I to have a sleepover with Kelly and her. So we say yes, and Nicole, Ashley, and I are all texting in the group chat. Nicole goes, well, I'm not going to promise that I'm going to be nice to her. And she actually said that we were going to play a prank on her. And that's when Ashley bailed because she didn't want to be a part of it. Part 2 about why my mom made me shave my hair off. So like I said, Ashley bailed because she did not want to be a part of Nicole's evil plan to bully this girl. So fast forward, Nicole and I go over to Kelly's house and I start to feel really bad because Kelly's actually super nice and she wasn't as weird as I thought she was. Fast forward, Kelly's sleeping and Nicole comes over to me and she's like, hey, come to the bathroom with me. So I get up and I go to the bathroom and Nicole pulls out Nair. And I asked her what the hell she's gonna do with that. And she was like, oh, I've seen some people do pranks on YouTube. You know, they put it in somebody's shampoo bottle and then it makes them lose their hair. So since I'm the only one who thinks logically, I'm like, Nicole, you cannot do that. And she's like, oh, don't be such a baby. This doesn't even work anyways. All the videos that I watched, people only lost like 4 strands of hair, which made no sense because why were we gonna do it then? Anyways, fast forward, I go to sleep. I wake up in the morning and my mom comes to get me. Part 3 about why my mom made me shave my hair off. So like I said, Nicole put the Nair in her shampoo and I went to sleep. I decided I was not going to be a part of this little plan. And I wake up in the morning, my mom comes and picks me up and Ashley's texting me saying, hey, was Nicole nice to Kelly? And I told her about what she did. And Ashley was like, oh my god, that's so up. Like, I'm gonna tell Kelly. And I was like, yeah, I was gonna tell her, but I don't want to get Nicole in trouble. So fast forward to dinner time, my mom gets a call from Kelly's mom. And she was like, Kelly took a shower earlier. She's losing her hair. And Nicole texted Kelly saying that your daughter's the one who put in my daughter's shampoo. So my mom's like, well, how do you know it was my daughter? And she was like, Nicole also said that she saw the Nair bottle in your daughter's backpack. So my mom runs up to my room. She finds the Nair bottle in my stuff, which obviously Nicole put there. But my mom wouldn't listen to me, so eventually she sat me down in the kitchen and shaved my hair.
My mom is forcing me to date this rich boy and I don't want to. Hi, my name is Alicia and I'm 16 years old. So growing up, I was middle class. I wasn't poor, but I was middle class. And my dad's business recently had been getting low in the stock market. People stopped investing less and we were losing money. So my dad's CEO partner has a son and his son had a crush on me. So his son made a deal with my father. If I dated him, he would give my dad $1.3 billion for the company. And my dad was a little opposed to this at first, especially my mother. But he just looked at the prices and he was like, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. So now I had to pretend to date him. But the problem was he was a spoiled little brat. And he was ungrateful, entitled, and so much more. My mom is forcing me to date this weird rich boy and I don't want to, part 2. So the CEO's son, Brandon, was a spoiled brat. He was also younger than me, which I found really weird. Some of the cringy things he would make me do were like playing Legos with him, playing figurine toys, dressing up like his favorite character. I kid you not, he made me dress up in a Batman and Spider-Man suit. And he was only a year younger than me, but he acted like he was 10 years old. He would make me sniff his socks sometimes. He would want us to like shower together sometimes. And I had to live with him 2 days out of a week. I always had to wear makeup and I always had to dress super feminine, like in dresses and heels. But I just like dressing casual. 2 months in, I was getting sick of it, so I decided to confront him. My mom is forcing me to date this weird rich boy and I don't want to, part 3. So I went to confront Brandon. I told him he has super high standards and unrealistic standards for women. You can't expect your girlfriend to wear dressy clothes and heels every single day. I told him playing with toys is stupid, especially when you're 15, and that he needs to grow up. I told him that his socks were disgusting and his smell wasn't attractive. I told him I can't live with him for 2 days out of the week and it's driving me insane. I also told him that he was fat, ugly, and disgusting and I don't want to deal with him anymore. He cried and bursted into tears and he ran to his father. His dad scolded me. He put me in his car and drove me all the way to my dad to tell my dad what happened. And he demanded the money back. I started to panic and freak out, but my dad said that he can't give the money back because 1, the deal was through, and 2, we've already used the money for the company. So there was absolutely nothing that the CEO's dad could do about it. The CEO's dad stormed off mad, and nothing happened after that. Shortly after, I got a proper boyfriend, car, and went to college, and I was happy. And now, me and my family are rich, and will be for a very long time.
Am I the ass for refusing to let a female student use the bathroom? Okay, so boom. I know this title makes me look like a mace-hole, but hear me out. I, male 46, work at a high school as a PE teacher, and recently I noticed that a student of mine, let's call her A, stopped participating in class. Her excuse would always be the same. Mr. Smith, that's me. I'm on my period. Can I please go to the bathroom? This carried on every PE lesson for 1 month when our unit was dancing and I had to give each student a mark. At this point, A was concerningly behind everyone in our unit and I had nothing to grade her on. I was getting increasingly annoyed, and up until this point, I had never told her no. And when she goes to the bathroom, she comes back after 45 minutes. So once again, she asked if she could use the bathroom because she was on her period, and I just snapped. If you're on your period this often multiple times in 2 months, then I honestly think you need help. Am I the asshole for refusing to let a female student use the bathroom? Part 2. Okay, so boom, like I said, if you're on your period this often multiple times in 2 months, then I honestly think you need medical help. I have to grade you. Come up and participate. Later that day, at around 17 o'clock, I was placed on temporary leave because of the complaints I got from A's parents, and A had also gotten her friends and their parents to complain. I was being called sexist and multiple other names by the student parents, and I was honestly so confused. And multiple of the students' parents threatened the principal to turn to social media or even enroll the girls in another school because of me, because they felt unsafe with a sexist teacher. Once again, I'm a male, 46. Am I the asshole? And what should be the next action to regain the parents' respect?
My boyfriend and I have been together for about a month, and his mom never lets us do anything. We're both in our late teenage years, me being 15 and him almost 16. Ever since his mom found out, we can't do anything together. I can't go over to his house, I can't hug him when he's upset, and I can't even have any quality time with him outside of a town church group. I'm not even Christian, but it's the only way that I can ever see him. She says that she's protecting her son from some sort of misunderstanding, as if he's going to do something horrible to me, when I've known him the entire school year and been a close friend of his up until we started dating. For example, she flipped out on me after I went to comfort him after she had just gotten done screaming at him, and I mean screaming, for us being in his room. I gave him a simple hug, which I only offered, and she freaked out at me over it, saying, I'm his mother, I'm the only one who comforts him, and made me stand in his kitchen for 20 minutes while she yelled at him again about how it's her house and her rules, then going on to say that he had no say in what he could and couldn't do with anything relating to me. I'm going to see him later today at a birthday party, and his mom is going to be with him and his little brother. She's also sent me several rude messages regarding me changing her son and making him think he can do whatever he wants, when all I've done is comfort him and try to make him feel better about how much she verbally abuses him. I'm lost and I don't know what to do.